Hello. Sorry for such a late start. Honestly, I was kind of thinking of not streaming because I woke up, I ate, wasn't feeling great energy-wise, so I took a nap afterwards, and then still wasn't feeling too great. I took a shower, and I actually feel a lot better now, so it's not going to be as long as of a stream as I wanted it to be originally, but we'll do what we can. She's a kitty. Okay. We got the new job. We got the new sub requests. About time when all those tourists started checking out the sites outside the city. Santa Stella and Joshua will have to St. Ursula today. Woo! Anyway, better take care of yourselves out there, homies. Oh, he said honeys. Today's the parade, yeah? Come to think of it, it's been, what, 10 years since that incident? Some terrorists managed to plant a bomb in one of the parade floats, huh? Guess we can only hope nothing bad happens this year. Adios, don't jinx it. Now that's all I'm going to be thinking about. Well, the 1st Division is keeping watch. I wouldn't worry your pretty little heads over it. Is that supposed to be foreshadowing? Okay, just making sure I have all my weapons upgraded. Oh god, troublemakers again. You nuts on the job right now? Let's stop being cops at a time like this. Aren't we grateful for all your hard work? If you could actually feel bad for us, then could you please not make our job any harder than it needs to be? Stupid Wald. Care to feast your eyes on the poetry of a man blessed by Adios herself? Travel shamelessly and live with kindness. The transience of the world will echo through your life. Well, what'd you think? Amazing, right? That was supposed to be poetry? That's what I thought. Let's go visit Maribel. Not here. Also enters Dieter's office. Hey! Always managing at least 20 different projects at a time. These are just the business proposals and reports. Even with father support, it's no easy task to run this place. Who's this? Excuse me, but how did you get past security? Oh, you're Miss McDowell's coworkers, aren't you? My apologies. However, we are in the middle of a meeting, so I would appreciate it if you kept quiet. Fine. I'll take my business elsewhere. Dude. What? Oh, it's just you guys. Don't scare me like that. Has something gone wrong? Well, I wouldn't say that. We just found some peculiar data being transferred through the orbital network. I'm still blown away by that incredible swimsuit photo of Lady Maribel from back in her school days. What? Talk about hitting the jackpot? What? Wait, we're not just screwing around, okay? I swear, we only found it by chance. Who else is capable of getting their hands on this kind of sensitive data? You're kidding. Was that one of Yona's jokes? I do seem to recall him mentioning scattering bait. This may be what he meant. How dare you? Send me the link so I know where to avoid it. In case anybody doesn't know, I'm referencing Always Sunny in Philadelphia with that. Oh, it's these two. We're part of the security detail. It should be starting any moment now, so keep your wits about you. Good thing we were mobilized. I doubt anybody would think for a second about messing with the show with us on guard. Should know if you guys are real combat pros. I bet any sane cook would wet themselves as soon as one of you brazers so much as glared at them. And you can't deny that you're far more intimidating than we are. Working hard, officers? Crap. Crowd is a special Ashe today, so you try to be careful. Whoa, that's a lot of people. Son of a... Damn it, why did you have to call me too? Hey, do my work for me, thanks. What? You know we got our own request to deal with, Chief. First bout of the night. Fuck your mother. Here we go. There we go. Okay. How about you get off your lazy ass and do some work for once? You kids are only running your mouths because you don't know how much of a pain in the ass it is to direct the parade. Damn it, I'd have thought my rank would have put me way above doing chores like this. No one is above coordination, Chief. You covering the parade? You know, apparently this year's parade is going to have the largest attendance yet, so you know I gotta be there. I'm getting real fired up now. I'll snap photos from all possible angles and expose everything for what it is. Are you getting pumped, Reigns? Tell me you're getting pumped. Yes, man, getting pumped, man. Yes! Give me that moolah. Fire and mirror and U material. Get to reporting alien and Rishi are currently occupied. We should be the ones apologizing. Everybody's busy with preparations, right? Most likely we need them for anything urgent. We can drop by here another time. I agree, we should leave. Our apologies for the disturbance. Tell them we said hi! Oh, Lady Ellie, you come at the perfect time. Did something happen, Helmer? I found this wooden box while I was cleaning the attic. I believe this to be the box you stored your treasures in as a child. My lady was most adorable during her childhood. She would often collect a myriad of baubles and shiny stones. What shall I do with it, my lady? Please put it back where you found it. Oh, how cute. Knowing her now, I can hardly imagine Ellie picking up rocks on the side of the road. Azukashi. I should continue to make the bed daily, so come rest whenever you feel the need to. Thank you, Joanna. Dang, Mademoiselle Ali, one hell of a dedicated maid you got there, eh? I'll never get used to it, though. Joanna and I are the same age. Damn. Since I got caught up in the moment last night, I had a few more drinks than I should have. This headache ain't gonna make today's work any easier, that's for sure. You know, I actually ran into a bear once back in the Guardian Force. And honestly, Mr. Grimwood could pass as his brother looking like this. Please, for the love of videos, don't let him near you. I would prefer if Mr. Grimwood kept liking us. Well, Randy ain't wrong. Cecile! It's the criminal record Dr. Beldine asked for. Oh, clinical. It's read as criminal. Oops. Would you mind giving it to him later for me? Sure thing. Thank you, Lan. Hi, Lloyd. I'll have to sit down and chat, but I'm kind of pressed for time today. Next time, I promise. She must be swamped with work. Oh, look at this tiny little girl! Not huge enough to contend with the size of my abode. What? It's the truth. Jesus. Must have a big-ass house. Aww! They're checking on Shizuku. I knew they made Braille books, but Braille picture books? They're pretty impressive, aren't they? These three-dimensional pictures literally live off the page. They really do, though it doesn't seem there are very many of them. When I'm older, I'd like to create Braille picture books myself. But I can't help but wonder if someone like me could even manage that in the first place. Oh, Shizuku. Isn't there still a possibility that you'll be able to regain your eyesight, though? That's what the doctors say, but I think it's important to consider what I will do if it doesn't happen, too. Sorry, I must sound annoying talking about silly things like that. Hey now, no being shy around us. Estelle? I got a great idea. Let's make picture books that every kid can enjoy, together. Don't you worry about things, Shizuku, we're here for you. You can tell just how much time and heart the author put into making this book. If this is really something you're passionate about, then as long as you hold on tight to that feeling, I'm sure you'll succeed. Estelle, Joshua. Thank you so much. Aww. Oh, Shizuku, please don't cry, it's okay. Sorry, maybe I got a bit too cheesy there, didn't I? Aww. You probably wouldn't mind if we stepped in, but I think we ought to leave him be. I agree, it sounds like they're having a moment. Yeah, there's always next time. Indeed there is. That's a sweet moment. I love them. This is 201. Where's 202? Oh, this bastard. Clearly a man that's as perfect a package as you must have a wife, Mr. Gunter, or at least a girlfriend. I'm afraid I'm living the single life, but I actually quite enjoy it that way. You won't really find me mingling with the ladies at all. Yeah, putting my love life aside, this particular medical examiner... Oh, there's no one special? Decadios. I mean, what a shame. If that's the case, I think I'll volunteer tonight. You and me. Oh dear, not again. He's getting hit on. Is there some there? I think there's a rule against doctors dating patients. What do I know? I'm not a doctor. Alright, we've seen everything we could see. Back to the city. Do some side quests. We're the CPD. Will this be the Business Owners Associates intent? We're here to follow up on a request. You've arrived. Now, this is a surprise. I was expecting you to be the one to come to our aid. Good surprise, I hope. Your request just happened to find its way to us. It's nice to see you again, Chairman Moores. Are these your friends, sir? Well, once upon a time, this young man sat across from me on a train. It was actually the day I started working on the force. Yes, it was, wasn't it? Anyway, I've interacted with these fine folks a few times since. We have a bit of a difficult situation on our hands. Forgive me for adding more to your plate, SSS, but we need your help. You can count on us, sir. Let's see. I believe the request mentioned something about a recent theft? Wasn't there a bunch of them? Yes, this is CCA. There have been 4 different reports of theft since yesterday. Since yesterday? Every last one of the stalls was robbed clean. The association manages all the stalls during the festival, so we hear a report that comes in. After pouring all over them all, I've determined that only food stalls are being targeted. We don't have any clues to go off of, so the best thing we could do is warn the other stalls. It's unfortunate, the vendors already have enough to worry about during the festival. I imagine you are worried about this damage becoming more widespread. Yes, and that's why I've called you all here. It is my duty to ensure that the thief is caught before they can cause any more damage. Not to mention, all this turmoil will no doubt affect the customers who have come to enjoy the festival if it continues. Will you please apprehend the thief for us? Yes. Feel a little relieved. Counting on all of you. Rest assured, my man, you're in good hands. So Lloyd, any plans on how to tackle this? We don't have much to go off of here. You're right. We don't know nearly enough to try to analyze the situation yet. Excuse me, do you mind telling us which stalls were targeted? I'd like to speak with the owners. We may be able to get more information from them before we proceed. Ah, I see, that makes sense to me. I've recorded the names down here. May I read them to you? Yes, please. Versus Nardle's Burgers in Central Square, followed by Chroma's Juice Stand and the Administrative District. Next we have Platte Pizza in the Entertainment District, and Mithra's Gelato in the Harbor District. Were you able to get all that? Scratch, 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 scratch. So 4 stalls in total, and they're all in different districts. No clues were left despite there being 4 victims. Well, let's see what we can dig up from the owners. Will you be here on standby? We'll return after we've made our rounds. Oh yeah, let me give you my contact information. Don't hesitate to call us if there are any new developments. We don't know when the thief will strike again, so communication is key. Understood. We'll wait for you. We're counting on you, everyone. You can count on the SSS to solve this case. Mithra's Gelato, huh? A gorgeous girl like her has got my heart melting already. Save the flirting for another time, Randy. We're here for a reason. Let's see what we can find out. Excuse me, ma'am. We're here with the CPD. When we have a moment to ask you about what happened? Of course, you're talking about the theft, right? You managed to pull a fast one on me while I was serving a customer. You struck while you were busy then? Yeah, I had my hands full serving this laid-back tourist guy that was trying his hardest to hit on me. I was warding off his persistent advances. I thought I sensed someone sneaking around behind me. But it was too little too late. By the time I turned around, the register had already been emptied. I suppose you wouldn't know anything about the thief in that case. I'm afraid not. I can't believe I let them slip right under my nose. Apparently I gotta talk to all the stalls. Oh my god, is that a bunny girl? At a meat tent? They must be just gouging in money. Excuse me, could we ask you a few questions? We're investigating the recent string of thefts in the area. Oh yeah, that. Honestly, I'm not too worried over it. My sister and I worked this stall together so the thief would have to get through both of us. Your sister is the one in the bunny girl outfit? Dude. Now, if I was just here by myself, then I'd be concerned. You can't really watch your own back after all. Do you happen to recall anyone acting suspicious? And actually, now that you mention it, I saw some hooligans in red tracksuits come here a little while ago. Oh, those guys. I've never seen those guys before, so they kind of put me on edge. Those aren't the guys we're looking for. I do not believe those delinquents would resort to stealing. Regardless, do not hesitate to report any issues that they may cause. Sure, will do. Excuse me, madam, do you want to submit a report for why your brother has you in a bunny suit selling broiled meat? I guess not. We're investigating the thefts. That conniving little thief touches my noodles, the gloves are off. Let's hope it doesn't have to come to that. Well, while we're on the subject, could you tell us what the thief looked like? What they look like, huh? Well, if I haven't got a clue, it'd be near impossible to pick anyone out of these crowds. I know what you mean. Well, regardless, thank you for your time. Not the juice stand. Feeling thirsty? Wasn't this the stand that was robbed? Excuse me, would you mind giving us an account of how it went down? Sure, I guess. It all happened when I let my guard down for a second. My poor sales. Do you recall what the suspect looked like? Not really. It was really busy, so I wasn't able to get a good look at everyone. There was this slim, carefree younger guy. From the looks of it, he was a foreign tourist. He was hitting on me the entire time. Then I was in the middle rejecting him. I heard some sounds behind me. I'm seeing the clues already. The thief has a partner. And the thief must have used the opportunity to make their move. I think so. Darn it, I was being so careful too. Our thief is a crafty one. I'm seeing the connection already. Excuse me, may I borrow a moment of your time? We're currently investigating a chain of thefts in the area. Nervous sweating. I'm not too worried about it. I don't think anyone's stupid enough to commit a crime right in front of CPD headquarters. Okay, maybe I'm a little nervous actually. I heard one of the stalls nearby got targeted by the thief. I think it's safe to say that he's on high alert. Doesn't seem like he knows anything about the culprit, so maybe we should leave him be. We look suspicious? What the hell? We're CPD, lady. We're investigating the thefts. I heard that the pizzeria over there was one of the victims. Someone like me would never make an amateur mistake like that. Did you get a glimpse at the culprit by any chance? I don't believe so. Although, based on my cunning intuition, I have my suspicions that they'll be committing a third crime pretty soon. I'd be willing to bet our culprit is looking for his next victim right about now. Seriously? A slight correction, 4 cases of theft have been reported, so the next victim would be the 5th. Excuse me, sir, do you have a moment? That mess, huh? Jeez, what a day it's been. I got so caught up in dealing with a customer that I let my guard down. Wait, dealing with a customer? Yeah, there was this chatty guy that was hell-bent on ordering a tropical pizza. Judging by my past experience with customers, I'm willing to bet he was a tourist. Anyway, I got his pizza all nice and packed up and was right in the middle of handing it over. I heard this commotion coming from somewhere behind me. And I'm positive it was the sound of the register being wrenched open. Damn it, how could this happen to me? I'm sorry for what you're going through. Thank you for cooperating. I hope they get their money back. That's fucked up. Can I ask you a few questions? Someone from the Business Owners Association came by earlier to tell me to keep an eye out for anyone shady. They already hit one of the square stalls. So any ideas seen the thief running around or anything like that? Sorry, can't say I have. I've been getting a lot of customers, so I can't spare the energy to look at what's happening at other stands. I understand. Now you mentioned that you are right in front of Times and near the back alley. Yep, and you're also forgetting that the administrative district is right down there. Most of our customers today came into the city to watch the parade. You certainly seem busy. Oh man, there's 4 stalls here. You're talking about the stalls that have been robbed all across the city? I don't think our stall has anything to worry about. I mean, right in the middle of Central Square with this many people walking around, practically untouchable. I do not believe any of the tourists are aware of the cases, so are keeping an eye out. On the contrary, the likelihood of our thief using the crowd to avoid detection is quite high. Oh please, everything is fine. I can take care of myself just fine. She's hopeless. Boasting about how untouchable you are is practically inviting misfortune. Yeah, at least we're more money there. Arnold's Burgers. It's one of the food stalls that was robbed. Are you those police officers the guy from the Business Association told me about? I'm sure you know, but my stall was hit just this morning. Our condolences. Please try to recall what occurred at the time of the incident. Oh well, the problem with that is that I don't exactly know when I was robbed. What do you mean by that? Well, it might have been when I was busy chatting away with this talkative young man. I think he was an eager tourist who came to enjoy the festival. Anyway, he was quite the chatterbox. When I finally got his order, I swear I heard some rustling from behind me. I quickly looked behind me, but there was no one there. Then after a while, I opened up my register and lo and behold, my mirror was gone. I see, so it's possible that your mirror was stolen in that moment. That's the only thing I could think of. I have no idea otherwise. Definitely sounds odd. Should we wrap up our questioning here? We should be good. Let's head on back and shuffle through all our info. You're back already. Were you able to find anything? Yeah, we actually managed to gather a lot of info. And we start through it now. Good idea. Take it away, Lloyd. Alright, let's try to piece it together. Let's start by going over everything we've learned thus far. Based on what we heard from the stall's owners, the thief was able to steal from them by striking while they were distracted. Pretty sure they all said they were hit while they were in the middle of dealing with customers. Committing the crime while the owners were busy serving customers to avoid detection. A crafty method, I must say. Yeah, it doesn't matter how cautious you are if you're too busy to notice. I heard the same. Does their cowardice know no bounds? Let's not forget our thieving friend managed to hit up 4 of them in a row. I bet they're all gloating to all their buddies about their big heist right about now. Perhaps. But don't crimes like these normally follow a pattern? Judging from what I heard, I think I might just have an idea of what it is. Now that we've pieced together all the information, it's clear that the criminal's motive was for their enjoyment. Committing a series of crimes in rapid succession leads me to believe that they were not motivated by a lack of mira. Rather, I believe they were seeking thrills and getting enjoyment out of stealing. Those sick bastards. It's utterly ridiculous that someone would commit so many thefts for a reason like that. What kind of criminal is responsible for this tomfoolery? I think I have an idea what the criminal might be like. The criminal is a youthful duo. Yep, I was right. I'm fairly certain it's a pair of younger thieves. How do you figure? There weren't any witnesses. Think about it for a second. Each stall was robbed in the middle of serving a customer. Didn't the descriptions of the customer they served sound eerily similar to one another? From the stalls in the administrative and harbor districts, both described him as a carefree sort of flirt. Meanwhile, the stalls in Central Square and the entertainment district described him as a very chatty, energetic kind of guy. Those were the only profiles recounted by the stall owners at the time of the theft. It is far too unlikely to be a coincidence. That's why I'm thinking our criminals are a pair. I think I get what you're saying. While one of them garnered the attention of the stall owner, the other went and stole the mira. It makes sense if you assume that they were switching off their roles. We absolutely cannot let this continue any further. Please find them before they strike again. Exactly what he said. Where are you going to find them? The city is packed with people right now. It's hopeless, isn't it? The best we can do is alert the shopkeepers to stay on guard. I disagree. I think we have enough information on how they operate to devise a countermeasure to stop them from stealing again. Where do you think our duo is going to strike next? I think it's safe to exclude any stalls that have already been targeted. Sooner or later, they're going to get caught with their hands in the cookie jar. That narrows it down to the stalls that have yet to be burglarized. The question is which. It's a good thing we interviewed some of the shopkeepers that were unscathed too. Pretty certain the one that is most likely to be targeted is Central Square. That's the one I find most likely too. The administrative district will be filled with officers because of today's parade. Entertainment Harbor are relatively open areas compared to Central. Considering they need secure and easily accessible... Oh my god, shut up Siri. Central Square is the most logical location. Why would they need an escape route? Shopkeepers that were already stolen from are going to be more aware of the surroundings. Even if we got inexperienced thieves on our hands, they're far more likely to get caught at this point. And they'll need to make a quick getaway if they do. You know, now that you mention it, the burger stall was also located at the intersection between a few of the districts. The sweet stall in Central Square is within proximity to the back alley in the administrative district. That area decidedly has the highest number of escape routes available, so the thieves are likely to target that stall next. Good thinking, Teotot. So let's come down to this. Let's stake it all on the thieves targeting him next. Looks like he's a bust. This customer's pretty young. Just looks like a run-of-the-mill tourist. Hold your horses, Lloyd. We got another bite. The young man suddenly reached his hand into the food stall's register. That's our cue. Go, go, go! Please, freeze! Damn it! Quick, let's scram! Wow, they bumped into a lady. Mademoiselle Teotot, you're up! You do know this is a dead end, right? Game, set, match. Crap! You're just a bunch of spineless cops. The hell do you think you can do to us? You think you can just walk all over us, the Black Emperors, huh? I relate that we were able to retrieve the mirror, but I must say, these hooligans aren't quite as rough around the edges as I was expecting. You said it, pal. One punch from the downtown delinquents and they'd be crying like a bunch of pansies. Wow, that quieted them down. Do you think it's possible that they really were threatened by them? But whoever gets scared by guys like that, you making fun of us or something? We have no trouble tucking him on. We have our answer. I see now. They were made fools of, so they resorted to petty crimes as a means of venting their frustration. So that's what it was. They disrupted the festival, and for what? Some selfish, self-pitying reason? You hooligans made a big mistake. You're better be ready to answer for your crimes in full. What's with this old geezer? That glare is giving me chills. There you are, you're the SSS, right? Sorry we're late. We're here to take away the thieves. Thanks, sorry for calling you out here during such a busy period. No problem, it's our job after all. At least the two guys? Yeah, if you could escort them to HQ, please. Right, you can count on us. Move it along. Ow, don't push me! Looks like it's case closed. They didn't look like they were from Crossville, so I figured they won't be in jail for more than 3 days. Crossville's pretty soft on the foreigners, eh? Yes, well, the joke is on them. They'll be sitting in the jail cell staring at a stone wall while the rest of us are out here enjoying the festival. Not to mention, they had a bit of fun striking fear into their hearts. I must say, your charade was spectacular. They were completely fooled. It comes with the experience of being a veteran trader. I'm used to having to put on airs. It's definitely a side of you I've never seen before. I think I put on quite the performance if I do say so myself. Thank you for resolving the issue, everyone. Indeed, we're truly in your debt. Please allow for the Business Owners Association to present you its utmost gratitude. Oh no, that won't be necessary. We're just glad to have solved the case. You know where to find us if you ever run into any other problems. We'd be happy to help. Fine plan indeed. It's comforting knowing I'm in good hands. Don't be afraid to reach out to us anytime. That's completed. Now we go exterminate. I see you. What the hell is that? A bulbous crab that is on bubbles for some reason. Bubbly Scissors G. Weak to win. Wait, what? I don't know what I did that. I should have done the other thing. Well, that's some good damage. Crash bomb. Didn't do anything. Ready? Oh, that's annoying. The girls can end this. It's fine. They're dead. Get the hell out of here. Randy let himself die. I did nothing. Ooh, yo! Gladiator belt. Randy's already got the Gladiator Hitman, so... Wait, I got two hitbands? What the hell? Why did I get two? You know what? I'm gonna give the belt to Tio. And I'll give the headband... I do not remember getting two Gladiator headbands. That's weird. Now we gotta head on to Amorica Village. I forget which one's the inn. Was it this one? No. Yeah, it's this place. Something ends up happening, my guess my inn is done for. Please be safe. You're Mr. Gofan, right? We're the SSS. You submitted a request? Oh, I'm saved. I got an impending disaster on my hands, everyone. If I knew this was going to happen, I would have tied them down while they were still in the village. This is all my fault. Sir, please try to calm down and explain the situation. What happened? Sorry about that, I'm just a little overwhelmed at the whole fiasco. Allow me to start. Yesterday, this couple traveling from abroad checked into my inn. Everything was fine at first, but when I came to bring them breakfast in the morning, the room was empty. It was like they were never there. I have reason to believe that they ventured to the ancient battlefield off of Old Amorica Road. That name rings a bell. I think I mentioned it before. Historians have found traces of a battlefield from the Middle Ages off a branch of Old Amorica Road. If I remember correctly, wasn't the stone bridge connecting the paths too damaged to cross? Well, it was, but it seems that it was repaired recently, though. Now any random person can wander there all willy-nilly. The couple kept on talking about how they wanted to go sightseeing while they were in Crossbow. Upon hearing that, I warned them about entering the battlefield, but that might have backfired. Some centuries-old battlefield would make for an alluring tourist spot. Is it really that dangerous, though? Absolutely. The place is famous as the breeding ground for many incredibly powerful monsters. Heck, even the villagers here know it'd be crazy to try and go there. On top of that, ever since the bridge was repaired, no one's been patrolling the area. That means we can't confirm whether things have gone worse or better. And those tourists have unsuspectingly wandered into a dangerous place. This is not the optimal situation, certainly. Agreed, we can't take this lightly. Please, I'm begging you, can you find him and bring him back? For now, my friend Alfred is standing guard, make sure no one else enters the ancient battlefield, but at this rate, my guests will be in deep trouble. Understood, sir. You can leave everything to us. I assure you, we'll find your guests. It's not like we can refuse. It'll be a lot easier if tourists would listen when given advice. Especially from locals. Nothing to do but track him down and bring him back. Thank you so much. You have no idea how much this means to me in the end. Well then, I leave this in your very capable... Who fine? One of those regulars, maybe? Keith, what's the matter? As you can see, I was in the middle of an important discussion. This is no time for discussion. You know how that couple went missing and now the inn's up the creek because of it? Yes, I'm fully aware. I just told these officers about the entire situation. Well, there's no need to freak out anymore. For the sake of the inn, I called in the cavalry. Huh? The cavalry? What are you talking about? Come in here. Don't be shy. Go in here. We'll explain this entire mess to you. Sure, lay it on me. Oh, a bracer. I'm Scott at the Bracer Guild. So you got a missing couple, is that right? If you don't mind, could you fill me in on the details? Hold on. A bracer? Why are you here? Huh? You're the SSS, aren't you? Given the circumstances, I imagine us bumping into each other here isn't just a coincidence. Keith, explain to me why you brought a bracer here immediately. What do you mean? Whenever you're in pickle, you gotta turn to the Bracer Guild, duh. When I heard about what happened, I sprinted all the way to Crossbow City to submit a request to the guild. I can't fault you for caring, but I really wish you cleared it with me first. Just our luck. Man, you have the worst timing ever. Huh? Why is everyone being so hostile right now? I don't really understand what's happening, but it's obvious that something's up. Sorry, but can I get a brief explanation of what's going on here? Sure, here's the rundown. So that's how it is. I see now. This whole thing is a giant misunderstanding. It may be, but what should we do about the missing couple? I'm not sure what the proper protocol is for when the police and guild accept the same job. Hey, we could always turn this into a fun competition. Who'll be the first to find tourists? Something like that, maybe? Randy, that's not the issue here. God, Randy. Not everything has to be a foot race. What do you think we should do, Lloyd? I have an idea. Scott, if you're not opposed to it, why don't we work together? No complaints here. I was actually thinking the same thing. Joining forces with the Bracer Guild? Might as well, since we're searching for this ancient battlefield together, huh? No, we can split into groups. From what we heard, this place is practically a den of monsters. And we need to secure the safety of those two tourists ASAP. It might be familiar with the general area, but the battlefield is no small place. If we split it up, we'll have a far better chance of finding them. If we keep in contact with our enigmas, we should be able to locate them in little time at all. True. Indeed, that seems like the most reasonable strategy. I'm all for that plan. Lives are at stake here. The more help, the merrier. SSS, Scott, I'm counting on you. And with the client's permission, we're good to go. Right, let's do our best. Let's strike while the iron's hot. I'll head on to the ancient battlefield. Whenever you're all ready, come catch up with me. We'll see you later. Okay, everyone, once we're prepared, let's make our way to the ancient battlefield, too. After all, we don't want to fall too far behind Scott. Let's do it! Where is this place? To ancient battlefield. Okay. Hey, if we can work together, the more the merrier. Celebrate good times, come on. Don't worry, we'll find them. Oh, you're already scanned. I'll just kill you. Who's your favorite party member so far? I think it is Tio so far. Oh, they're dead. Alright, now the guy is telling me I should probably do... Wait, hold on. Alright, might as well go do it. Have to run back to the village now, though. I believe this is where the CNS is. Yep. Welcome to the CNS. How may we help you today? We're special support section. Here to follow up on a request. Head up to the second floor. Oh no. Hello, my wonderful friends from the SSS. It's you, Grace. Why am I not surprised? Oh, come on, what the heck did I ever do to you guys? Pretty rude reaction to give one of your most loyal fans. And here I went to the trouble of calling you down here when I'm oh so busy. I truly am so unappreciated. None of what you just said makes sense. That is unimportant though. Would you please proceed with the explanation? Sheesh, I figured you'd react like that. Crosswell Times is aiming to publish an additional issue meant to act as a tour guide. And your best friend Grace is leading the charge. Gotta admit, I'm on board. Please continue, Grace. I'd like you all to go take photos to use in the magazine. I want you to get the snazziest shots you can of Crosswell's most popular sightseeing spots. Monsters roam the highways, so we aren't the most suited to go straight into the front lines to get some great action shots, you know? True, however, I have my reservations as to whether any of us are qualified for the job. Cannot guarantee the level of quality required with the photographs we take. Rains is already busy now thanks to how crazy the anniversary festival is. He's usually my right-hand photographer, but alas. I prepared a nice little memo for you guys that outlines all the best tourist spots to take photos. As long as at least one of you has the tiniest bit of experience handling camera, then I think we'll manage. I suppose that would be me. Oh, seriously? You have experience taking photos, Ellie? Used to me. Curious. I believe one would need to use an orbital camera for some time to master it. Well, it was a hobby of mine while I was studying abroad. Of course, it's been quite some time since then. I've probably gotten a bit rusty at it. It'll get the job done. Trust me, it's still better than being completely green. Have we resolved that issue? You feeling up to it? Accept the request. The Erebonian's border can be seen as clear as day from Belgard Gate, as can the Calverdian border from Tangram Gate. It's a huge no-no to include any pictures of them in our magazine, so please try to avoid snapping any shots of them, okay? Is it due to political tensions? Nail on the head, Ellie. Circumstances on our side prohibit us from using them too. Okay, so taking photos of the border is a no-go. Anything else we should know? Yep, I'm setting a minimum quota of 5 photos to submit. Feel free to take more than that if you can, please. We're going to post it at the end of the festival, so go ahead and take your time finding all the best spots. After all, the more photos you take, the more it'll help us out in the long run. Understood. Some people never change. That should be a solid 10 if personality was a part of the equation. She certainly can be a bit too animated at times. It is a mystery to me where exactly she gets all her balanced energy from. But regardless, it seems she managed to skillfully redirect all of her busy work onto us. It's all good. It didn't sound like she was in too big a hurry for the photos. As long as we remember to take photos as we're out and about on our rounds, we should be just fine. Sure enough, entrusting the photograph to Ellie will ensure that this request will be completed with ease. Please lower your expectations, it was just a small hobby of mine. I'm sure you'll be fine, Ellie. Let's just make sure to remember to take some photographs whenever we come across a scenic spot. Time for some photographs. Did not mean for that to happen. Now that I've had a chance to soak in the silence, the rural scenery here is lovely. Say that again. Didn't have much of a chance to really check it out last time, what with all the monsters we had to take down. I suspect this location would provide a perfect setting for a countryside picnic. However, it is unlikely that the nearby monsters would make it difficult to enjoy. Still though, I bet it'd be really fun to drive down this road. Imagine this view is a very familiar sight to traders like Mr. Hayworth who travel all over the state. I'm sure it is. I bet we could take a great photo of this area for Grace's article. You mind taking a few photos for us, Ellie? Not at all. Don't expect a masterpiece from me, though. Shh, relax, Mademoiselle Lee. I'm sure it'll turn out great. Just gotta peek through that lens, give it a click, and then bam, we're all set, yeah? If only capturing a great photo were that simple. You have to plan your composition to ensure you capture your subject how you want to in the frame. The slightest change in weather or wind can drastically alter the impression. Sometimes you'll come across a picture-perfect shot that lasts for only a brief second and will be lost forever if you lose your chance. True, the difference in quality between amateur and professional photography is immediately apparent. Yo, what up you say? I would imagine if Simpleton would have difficulty grasping any level of intricacy or nuance required of the task. Hey now, just where was that last comment directed? Alright, let's calm down everyone. We need Ellie to focus on taking the photo. Right, I'll do my best. There we go. I took a couple extras just in case. It looks like you pulled through. Well, how'd they turn out? I won't have an answer for you until I've seen the developed photos. At the very least, I think they'll get the job done. I believe we safe to assume Ellie has regained her photography skills. We should keep our eyes peeled for other scenic locations we can take photos of. It really popped up from Nirvana today. Second place ain't nothing to scoff at for sure. I realize now I should have just gone back to the bus stop. Yeah, that is a shot. I'm gonna put this on auto because I'm rubbing my eyes. Woo! Now we can take the bus stop back. Entries prohibited on that thing? That's weird. Stargazer's Tower. Wrong button. Wonder if I'm strong enough for this one yet. Level 25, yeah. Maybe? Fire. Fire and wind. Man, these guys are really tough. Well, that's rude. Oh shit. What the hell? Jesus Christ, what am I supposed to do against these guys? Never mind. Apparently I need to be above their level. Do your thing, Ellie. Ugh. God, a car would be really nice by now. I don't remember where... Is the cathedral up here? Oh no, it's over here. I agree with Randy. There should be a safety fence there. Okay, that's done. Wrong way. Speed is the name of the game. I have a feeling we're gonna be here. But the details are the CGF doesn't want anyone entering judging by the barricade. Same as Stargaze's tower. No reason to go trespassing, so it's quite the view, isn't it? Oh, I ran all the way back. Shit.
さてとドライブ開始。
おっしゃ俺の番だな。エディア合わせてろ。
あ、やあ、行きます。そこです。敵集団撃破しました。
We got one last spot to do before getting into the battlefield. Oh,
敵集
shit.
団との戦闘を開始。
みんなよし先に進もう
I don't want to do that. There we go. Oh, that's gonna be a cool shot. Let's check this place out. I'm curious what an ancient battlefield looks like. Wow, so this is what the ancient battlefield looks like? There are many ruins just scattered around. With a name like the ancient battlefield, I wouldn't be surprised if something spooky was lurking around here. Well, no, I'm a betting man, so I'm placing my chips on the ghosts of a long-defeated army. Something equally crazy. Ghosts? Please no, Ellie. You heard nothing. I have to say this weather is harsh and the place is infested. If that couple ventured further in, we don't have much time. Good call. Let's get the search underway. These are some crazy ass looking enemies, I'll tell you what. They reflect physical damage. Good to know. Easy.
よーし
What the hell is this thing?
私の番です。
Living totem?
分析を開始します。入手しました。任せて。
行くぜチャンスだ
Oh, this may not work in my favor, but let's see
畳みかけるぞ
what happens.
さてと。
Okay, so all out attacks don't get reflected. That's nice.
エニグマ駆動。
任せろ任せてくれ
やあ。敵集団撃破しました。
Ah! Get away from me.
先制可能。始めましょう。任せて。エニグマ駆動。
Just the biggest AoEs possible.
行くぜ任せてくれ
それ。
よっしゃ
やあ。さあ、先を急ぎましょう。
Oh, Jesus! Creepy crawly.
先制可能。始めましょう。行きます。分析を開始します。
You were an extermination thing at some point. Water, wind, water, fire.
よっしゃ
Let's go with Chaos Brand.
ドライブ開始。
俺の番だなそうよっしゃ
それ。さてと。私の番です。ドライブ開始。
What the hell?
俺の番だな
それ。任せて。エニグマ行きます。ドライブ開始。
行くぞやっ俺の番だ
Ow.
それ。はあ、これで一安心です。
Tio leveled
ク
up.
ラフトゲット
Tio
です。
learned Energy Circle. Let's see what that is. Oh, an AoE heal. Cures ailments and stats down. Ooh. That'd be useful.
Sensei 可能。始めましょう。チャンスです。皆さん、お願いします。分かったわ。
了解
そこです。
行くぞよしもう大丈夫だよしやったぞ
Void learned Burning Heart. Self, strength, defense, speed plus 50 nulls ailments. Gains immense power but suffers faint afterwards. Oh. Hell.
行きます。ドライブ開始。私の番ね。
行くぜ任せてくれ
それ。なんとかなったわね。 制可能。始めましょう。チャンスです。皆
I'm
さん
killed him with this.
お願いします。
アイサー
分かったわ。
了解
ター任せて。
Nope. We tried.
行くぞそう行くぜ
なんとかなったわね。みんなチャンスよ。
アイサー
チャンス。皆さんお願いします。分かったわ。
アイサ
ター
ーよし
Damn.
そうよしもう大丈夫だ
Celestial bomb. Oh, there's two paths here. Interesting.
よし一気に行くぞ
分か
アイサー
った。チャンスです。皆さんお願いします。
了解おう
ター
よっしゃよし任せてくれ俺の番だな
私の番です。ター任せて。
よし俺の番だな任せてくれ
What the shit?
さあ先を急ぎましょう。
Stupid ass shield.
よっしゃ畳みかけるぞ
分かった。チャンスで皆さんお願いします。
了解
ター
任せてくれやまだまだいける
Should really think about getting a roof installed. Eh, you're fine.
先生可能。始めましょう。私の番です。データ収集を中断します。
Nope. I'm looking for the rare enemy now.
みんなチャンスよ。
アイサー
データ収集を中断し
Still
ます。
nothing. Ooh, hit 3. Hold up. Let's get that to Randy. I don't know if I can put it on though. I can't. I forgot I need to upgrade their slots. I'll have to do that when I go back into town.
先生可能。始めましょう。
アイサー
チャンスです。皆さん
Okay.
お願いします。
了解
分かったわ。
アイサ
えい。
ー任せろよしそう俺の番だな
私の番です。そこです。はあ、これで一安心です。
EP charge. Really? Just a physical wall here. Cool. Guess the other direction is better.
先生可能始めましょう。チャンスです。データ収集を中断します。
Still I need the stupid rare enemy, please.
みんなごきげんよ
よっしゃ畳みかけるぞ。
う。今だわ。みんな行くわよ。
Might as well kill him.
あいさ俺の番だな。
さてとそこです。
任せろ。
行きます。
行くぞ。エニグマ俺の番だな。
任せて。
それこれが俺たちの力だ。よっしゃ畳みかけるぞ。了解。チャンスだ。よし畳みかけるぞ。おうとそこだ。
行きます。なんとかなったわね。
Still nothing.
みんなチャンスよ。
あいさ
チャンスです。皆さんお願いします。
あいさ
私の番ね。
任せてくれ。よっしゃ任せてくれ。
私の番ね。私の番です。ドライブ開始。
行くぜ。
それ
俺の番だな。
What's your problem?
さあ先を急ぎましょう。先生可能始めましょう。
God damn it.
エニグマ駆動。今だわ。みんな行くわよ。
あいさ了解。俺の番だな。任せろ。
やあデータ収集終了しました。そこみんなチャンスよ。私の番ね。
You're kidding me.
エニグマ
チャンスだ。よし畳みかけるぞ。
分かったわ。はい
と
そこです。はいそこです。
よっしゃ
さあ先を急ぎましょう。
Oh, this sucks.
先生可能始めましょう。
あいさ
All for the sake of scanning a rare monster.
任せて。
任せろ。
行きます。
任せてくれ。
私の番が。
任せろ。おととい来やがれってな。
At least I'm still getting decent XP.
よし一気に行くぞ。
行きます。そこです。
行くぞ。そう俺の番だぜ。
行きます。そこ
俺の番だな。エディア俺の番。
行きます。任せて。そこ
俺の番だな。エディア俺の番だぜ。ちょろいぜ。
敵集団との戦闘
Oh my god.
私の番です。
Thank God.
エニグマ駆動。
行くぞ。やっ
や
Wow, the little bastards ran away.
あ
That's
これ
fine.
で一安心です。
I scanned them. Whoa. I don't know what that was about.
よっしゃ畳みかけるぞ。
わかったわ。
エニグマ
チャンスです。皆さんお願いします。
了解。
わかったわ。えい。さてと。エニグマ
任せろ。
さてと。エニグマ
任せてくれ。エニグマ行くぜ。駆動。
任せて。やあ。
You missed.
エニグマ駆動。やあ。上出来かしら。
よっしゃ畳みかけるぞ。
了解。さてと。
よし。
さてと。ドライブ開始。
ここだ。よっしゃ一気にボコるぞ。了解。
やあ。やあ。私の番です。エニグマ駆動。
Did you find a rare enemy you were looking for? Yep, finally. It was some stupid tomato. And it ran away before I could kill it, but at least I could scan it. Oh god.
みんなチャンスよ。私の番です。さあ。そこ。
任せてくれ。ここ。よっしゃ一気にボコるぞ。
オッケーです。そこです。
まこんなもんかね。よっしゃ畳みかけるぞ。
了解。ドライブ開始。エニグマ駆動。
ここだ。よっしゃ一気にボコるぞ。
わかったわ。
了解。よし。
Wait, how did you miss? Come on.
やあ。行きます。エニグマ
俺
駆動。
の番だな。エニグマ俺の番だな。エニグマ駆動。
敵集団撃破しました。
More level ups? Yes, please. Let's go.
もらったぜ。
ドライブ開始。任せて。エニグマ
任せろ。俺の番だな。エニグマ駆動。
Speed up. What the hell?
こいつはどうだ。マジかよ。負けるか。負けるか。エリア。そこだ。負けるか。さあ、行くタイガー。チャージ。エリア。や。
Oh my freaking god, are you serious?
そこだ。負けるか。 まだやれる。まだやれる。それ。
ありがとう。
負けるか。それ。
なんとかしないと。
まだやれる。それ
助かりました。
まずいな。
ピンチです。
負けるか。
負けられない。なんとかなったわね。
That was terrible. Oh my god, heal? HP slowly recovers by walking on the field. Let's go. Well, that was rougher than I thought it was going to be. Is that how I think it is? Scott! Whoa, what happened? Scott, let's see you guys. You got here faster than I expected. Oh, we're kind of used to running all over the state at this point. Hey, is this lady one of our tourists? After I made sure she was alive and breathing, I noticed she had a Calverdian passport. So yeah, I think she's one of the ones we're looking for. How's she holding up? The shock of seeing all these nasty monsters knocked her out cold, but other than that, she seems to be fine. Don't worry, I took care of him. See, not a scratch on her. Thank goodness you were here. The sport request mentioned a couple, but I don't see the other one anywhere nearby. Could he have ventured deeper? If that's the case, we need to locate him as soon as possible. Seriously left this lady behind and ran? Can say he's the shining example of a gentleman. It's possible he had no choice if they were being chased by monsters. I'm going to see if I can wake this lady up before I go any further. In the meantime, I'd like for you all to press on ahead and start searching for the other one. Shouldn't be a problem. Thanks. Need to build CP back up, like now. Ooh, Ellie learned Strike Bell. What's that? Manifests the time barrier and destroys advancing turns. What? So she just speeds up the clock on us? That's dope. He's dead. Turn around, ugly.
おととい来やがれってな。
Okay, this side is clear. Let's go back around.
よっしゃ畳みかけるぞ。
さてと任せきゃ。
俺の番だな。ここよっしゃ一気にボコるぞ。あ
はい。私のターン。はあ、これで一安心です。先生可能。今だわみんな。始めましょう。行くわよ。
了解。
はい。はい、データ収集終了しました。
This is a ruin referred to as the Sun Fort? Its origin and history are shrouded in mystery, but historians estimate it was constructed at least 500 years ago. Yeah, this place looks sturdy as hell. Guess they really knew how to build them in the Middle Ages. The fort must have seen its fair share of wars, given everything that went on in there. Is everything alright to you? Yes, I am fine. She says, I thought I felt something odd resonating from within the ruins. What do you mean by odd? From the outside, it looks like your everyday centuries-old fort to me. Please do not mind me. I'm sure it must have been my imagination. More importantly, we should turn our attention to the tourists. Our search will be much more difficult if you enter these ruins. We don't have time to spare. Right, let's keep moving. Damn it, this could have been the spot. It's that bat. It's a bat. Multiple bats. Vampiric bats.
よしそうここだ。よっしゃ一気にボコるぞ。よっしゃいい感じだぜ。
What the hell is that thing? I'm not happy about having to cancel that. Ray Flyer? Merman. Ew. You're a bomb. Ah, crap. Easy. Horizon Rod. The final rod, as they say. Oh, big ass bird.
分析の
Zoo
方針を入手しました。さてと。
ここだ。よっしゃ一気にボコるぞ。あ
わかったわ。
よしやっ
行きます。ドライブ開始。なんとかなったわね。
よし一気に行くぞ。
オッケーです。エニグマ駆動。エニグマ駆動。
よしエディア俺の番だな。はっ
それ。
And they're dead.
さあ、先を急ぎましょう。
I quite like that one.
よっしゃ畳みかけるぞ。
オッケー、チャンスです。
Odd attack.
お願いします。
Go, 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 team! Go!
私の番ね。
任せてくれ。やっ任せろ。はっ任せてくれ。
私の番です。エニグマ駆動。
俺の番だな。おととい来やがれってな。
Come on, turn around. Damn it.
よっしゃ畳みかけるぞ。
さてそこ。
チャンス。よし畳みかけるぞ。
わかったわ。オッケーです。
あいさ
そこです。
任せろ。ちょろいぜ。
New material, always need those.
So 先生可能。始めましょう。
お了解。
わかったわ。と。さてだ。
行くぞ。やりやまだまだいける。
And his path is now open.
Sensei可能。始めましょう。
あいさ了解。
そこです。さて、
俺の番だな。これが俺たちの力だ。
Oh, there we go. Battle jacket. Does anybody need that? Ooh, that's a good one. Go to the Floyd. Floyd, I mean Lloyd. Someone please help me. There he is, Lloyd. Yeah. Oh, I recognize you, thingies. You were in Sky also. Talk about impeccable timing. Please explain how this timing is in any form impeccable. We're the CPD. We'll distract the monsters for you, so make a run for it. Okay. Whoa, what's with these monsters? They look seriously tough. They seem to be different from the usual monsters. Do you think these could somehow be monsters from ancient times? Well, either way, we better not go easy on them. I think it's about time we give these chumps a lesson in pain. Here they come.
行くぞみんな。
さてと
Do you think, Tiotat?
分析を開始します。入手しました。
They're pretty much weak to all arts. Biggest is water and fire.
行くぜ。よし。みんな。
行きます。エニグマ駆動。
俺の番だな。
Oh wow, this is gonna hurt. Randy, if this can work, please. Yes.
私の番ね。エニグマ
任せてくれ。
私の番です。エニグマ駆動。
行くぞ。やっ。
やあ。おかしよ。
俺の番だな。ほらよ。
私の番ね。
行くぞ。
私の番です。エニグマ駆動。
そこだ。
やあ。
俺の番だ。
Gotcha.
やっ。
お返しです。
俺の番だな。
We're really putting out all the stops for these guys.
私の番です。エニグマ駆動。さてと。エニグマ駆動。それ。
Well, that hurt.
これで一つ。
Yeah. Oh shit, 4 U materials, thank you. Did we defeat them? It was tougher than I anticipated. I don't like what we're seeing here. The hell were these things? No way. You can't be serious. Oh no. Could you guys stay down for 1 second? I'm way too beat to think about going another route. Let's find a way out of the situation. Huh? Arios! Damn! Arios? Looks like I made it just in the nick of time. Hold on just a damn second, what are you even doing here? Awfully cold reception considering I just saved your lives. I was checking the requests at the guild when I saw Scott headed down there. I'm aware of how dangerous the area can be, so I thought you might need some help. Thank you for saving us, Arios. We appreciate it. Being perfectly honest, we were lucky you arrived. I ain't buying it. You really expect me to believe you always show up with absolute perfect timing like that? Don't tell me you were sitting on the sidelines this whole time waiting to jump out at the last second, weren't you? I'll leave that to your imagination. Hey, you guys alright? Oh, Scott, looks like she finally woke up. Yep, not so long ago. Thank you so much, everyone. Especially you, Bracers. I don't know how I'll ever be able to repay you. Seriously, we even got to see an awesome show. You took down those insane monsters in one fell swoop. Scott, I really appreciate you looking after me when I fainted. And your skill with that rifle was just... Oh... Oh, no. Wait, honey? I don't think you can really call that call her that after you abandoned her, to be fair. Well, I'm just glad the two of you are safe. History is doomed to repeat itself. Don't fret too hard, Randy. At least we all work together to save the tourists, right? I would consider this mission accomplished. Something up, Arius? No, that's nothing. I think we should focus on escorting these two back to Marka Village. Watch our 6, SSS. Understood. Yeah, my thanks for bringing them back safely, everyone. It was almost done for. Don't mention it. I'm not sure what would have happened if not for Scott and Arius being there, though. Hopefully those tourists take a nice long nap before doing anything else. On a side note, those Bracers are some serious guys. They sure like to stay on top of things, don't they? I can't deny that Bracers all seem to have impeccable timing. At least we were able to finish the support request without too many issues. Yes, but one problem remains. During the support request, the guild and the police worked side by side. Now that it is over, how should we go about reporting this? Good point. What's your call, Lloyd? This definitely wasn't a standard case for us, that's for sure. I said it before, but if Scott and Arios hadn't been there, I'm not sure we would have been as successful as we were. I think this time we should give them the credit for resolving the request. That won't be necessary. Arios, Scott. Excuse me, girlfriend. It seems that your two guests wish to apologize to you. They have reflected on their ways and regret ignoring your warning about the ancient battlefield. Oh, is that so? They don't really need to be so repentant for my sake, but hopefully this was a good lesson for them. Excuse me, Scott. What did you mean by that won't be necessary? Well, I talked it over with Arios and we came to a decision. We want the SSS to be the ones to say they completed the request. Did I hear you right? They want to give the SSS credit? Looking back on the case, you two clearly did the heavier lifting. That's not true. Since you were all able to go on ahead, that bought me time to look after the lady. If you hadn't made it to the man in time, I'm not sure if you would have made it. Sure, our results may sound nice on paper, but in the grand scheme of things, we think the SSS was crucial to the request's success. Feels sort of embarrassing to be praised by your rivals, don't you think? I wouldn't say we're rivals in the slightest. In fact, it appears as if you've all matured a bit since we first crossed paths, SSS. Especially you, Lloyd. What? Do you remember when we first met in the Geofront? Back then, you decided to recklessly throw away your life fighting against an unbeatable foe, as if you were some kind of martyr. But this time, you refrained from doing that. Despite your odds being slim, you kept searching for a way to break through the situation. One requires unwavering strength to relentlessly go against all odds. Such strength is far more powerful than sacrificing your own life. Though your ability can't be denied, it's the fact that we were able to find another way when all hope seemed lost that proves you've grown. Thank you. It seems I've talked too much. Scott, return to Crossbow City and report to the guild. Roger, here goes. Well, SSS, it was a pleasure. I hope we get the chance to work together again someday. Likewise. Scott's a good guy. They didn't give him any kind of shit like, nah, you guys deserve the credit. I'll be lying if I said I expected to hear encouragement. If I said I expected to hear encouragement from Arios McLean from all people. Tio, don't be rude, but your height was a little peculiar. I wouldn't let it bother you. We finished the support request, didn't we? That's enough to be happy about. I don't know, after meeting a Dudley Duke fuckface, the bracers don't seem that bad at all. Fuck that guy. Alright, now that we've done that, we need to go back and get that photo. And the whatever treasures we did not open. I can't be bothered with you, peasants. I have stuff to go collect. Terra bomb.
先生可能始めましょう。さてと
俺の番だな。ここしゃ一気にボコるぞ。了解。
行きました。データ収集終了しました。
よし、一気に行くぞ。
チャンスで皆さんお願いします。
はいさあ。
これで一安心です。
よっしゃ、畳みかけるぞ。
Time for this bird to die.
行くぜ。任せてくれ。
行きます。へい。私の番か。
俺の番だな。これが俺たちの力だ。
はい、そこです。私の番。
おっしゃ。チャンスだ。よし、畳みかけるぞ。
オッケーです。
はいさ。と。
Oops.
よし、もう大丈夫だ。よし、一気に行くぞ。
チャンスで皆さんお願いします。
了解。分かったわ。はいさ。
敵集団撃破しました。
速攻で蹴りをつける。
私の番です。ドライブ開始。
俺の番だな。ほらよ。行くぞ。
That's really annoying.
行くぞ。行くぜ。 っしゃ
Are you serious?
行くぞまずいなまだやれる
You gotta be shitting me.
まだまだだ
Oh my fuck.
負けるかや負けるかまだまだだまだやれるエニグマッチ駆動まずいなそれこれが俺たちの力だ
Fucking stupid. Enemies more likely to notice you on the field affects whole party. Well, it gives me a bunch of neat other parts to use. Ooh, it gives me Saint. Alright, that's done. I need to go back to the entrance now.
さあかかってこい
私の番そこ
行くぜ行くぞそう
さてと
任せてくれよっしゃ行くぞ
行きませんさてそこ
任せろおととい来やがれってな
Not gonna lie, the place does look kind of cool. And by now, sibling might have gotten used to the feeling.
Huh, もらったぜ
はい エニグマ駆動。
よしエディアおっしゃ
私の番ね。エニグマ駆動。やあ行きます。エニグマ駆動。
任せてくれエヴァ。これが俺たちの力だ。
Man, to get the hell out of here. Oh, jeez. Oh, wait. You know, we passed noon. Damn, looks like we didn't make it back in time for the parade. Shame. I heard rumors of Mishi riding in a car. And probably searching the battlefield ended up a lot longer. Let's head back to the SSS to take a much hard-earned break. And with that, we'll call the stream for now. I want to keep going, but it's almost 4 AM right now. I'm not gonna lie, I really want to play some more co-op in Triple Z. That shit is so fun. You sound tired? Yeah. I think it's all the dialogue. There was so much dialogue. So my voice is like really tired right now. One of the matchups I did in the morning with in Triple Z, I ended up being Yi Xuan in a party with a Shangguan and a Miyabi, and yeah, that shit was ridiculously fun. 3 Void Hunters is the way to go. Alright. Thank you everybody who came by to watch. I super appreciate it. I will be back again later tonight. I'm gonna do my best to like stream earlier because I really want to. I really want to get through this chapter before the weekend. Triple Shingi bricks everything. Damn. I saw a post on Twitter that somebody tried doing a triple lighter. Did not go well. Alright, catch you later. Bye. Bing.